Hey guys, welcome back to Ralph's house. These are my favorite kind of pictures. Paintings that just take a while, you're playing, having a good time, relaxing, sharing time with family and friends while you're doing it. You don't have to sit by yourself and be alone. Have somebody to talk to. Reminisce about it. Remember when? Remember when we grew up on the river? We used to spend all night around the fire fishing for carp and catfish on this river.
Yeah, we did.
God, life was good. Tell them stories. And if you ain't got one to tell, make one up. Ain't nothing wrong with that either. Just tell everybody a true story, I guarantee you. Old Benny tells all them true stories. He'd have us laughing in tears on the riverbank with all them true stories he used to tell. Ain't nothing like friends spending time like that on the river. Ain't nothing like it. Guys, tell them a story.
I just don't know if people can do that now.
Okay, let's work on it. Oh, they still do. I'm sure they do. I'm gonna start doing a bit of white. I gotta get on my boat a little bit. I'm gonna grab some white, put in here. I need a little bit of good light, and I'm gonna grab some. And this one, let's grab just a touch of this burnt sienna. Mix that in there too. And that's a good light leaf color, mud color, riverbank color, whatever you want to call it. I'm still not real happy with my trees yet. I gotta get these. I want these trees kind of showing. There we go. Showing there. Got a little limb forking off right there, see. Carry it there. Bring it on down the water a little bit. That's one of them big old trees that kind of forked out. That helped a little bit, Michael?
Mm-hmm. It did.
On my cabin, again, we got that sunlight coming across that river and hitting right on there. You know, it don't hit up here under the eave. It hits down here at the bottom. Pull that stroke up. There we go. And the lightest part's always the porch. Because it's flat. That old sun just shine on that old porch sitting over there. That's why that dog always lays on that porch, has that head laying over. He's getting that sunshine warm out there, see. Old dogs aren't smoking, they love it. You got that old metal roof there, it's gonna have a little edge in here. Get that on there. That's the flat part of that roof. There we go, just kind of get that edge out there. There we go. Now why I got that color, that good light color, guess where we need to put some lights up here on our boat a little bit. Let's see if we can work on that. Tell you what, I'm gonna grab a little bit smaller brush to get in here working details on this boat. I've been using a 1/4 inch brush. We're gonna grab something a little bit smaller here and see what I got here. Oh yeah. Yeah, don't like that one. Let's see. Find us a good little detail brush here, not strong enough. Well, here's one that I've worked pretty hard. Now it gives a pretty good edge. About 1/8 inch brush. Now you never use this plain white, mix some color into it. Now here I had that burnt sienna in there, and I'm gonna grab just a little bit of this cerulean blue in here with it. And that's gonna give me a bright, it's white, it's lighter color, but it's not just a pure white. And let's see how that's gonna look up there. Yeah, that's gonna work. Get the edge on my cabin house here. Remember we had that light being cast off that smokestack coming across there. Yeah, because that light, boy, that make that jump out. In between that smokestack, kind of where it's heading over towards that other one. And we get that front edge just a little bit. Now if we do all that, we're going to catch some light on our handrail there. Especially back here where the sun will really hit on it. Right across there. We're just trying to put some of our boat back into the picture, some of the things that we took out. We got to do our rails. Get a little bit more water in my brush to do this. We're just trying to catch and I hope y'all can see that. Here we go. So by putting that more water into there, how it kind of give me a finer line. You gotta have these handrails so little kids and dogs and grandma didn't fall off the boat. You know, all the little folks. Of course, I don't know, grandma can get pretty big sometimes, but all them things that are, we gotta take care of. So I'm just using the very edge of that brush. Kind of hold the brush sideways. Not using the whole width of it, I'm using the edge of it like a knife. And that's how I'm getting my smaller strokes. You know, see, I don't want the strokes going across the front. So just pulling a light edge on there. We got this house of the boat house coming down here. We got that back edge of it coming down here. So we paint over all that. We want to make sure we have plenty of paint on it. We had the arch over the doorway going in. Again, we're just drawing this back on here. And get some of that back in there. That window, that's a window. It doesn't go all the way up. It come about like that. Let's get that wide right across there. Across the top of that wheelhouse. And I'm keeping kind of a dry brush here. I'm trying to give you an idea a little bit more of how to draw with a brush. While my brush is loaded, I'll go to the brightest parts. The parts that'll show the most. And as it dries out, I'll carry it into the shadows. Just kind of move along. Trying to get some of it back. Some that we lost. Heading across the boat. There we go. This is just the detail work. Part's got to be done. You're like me, you're not real patient. This is the worst part. I'm not a patient painter. Got that handrail going upstairs, and we've got to have that in there. That handrail is with the on the lower parts get hit by the light, the upper part's not, see. So start at the bottom, pull it up, and let it carry dry brush going up, see. I mean, it's got those little rails coming down we had in there. We had our stanchions, this held the upper deck up, just kind of pull some strokes on there. So we're rebuilding our boat. We got to redo this. It's going to take a few minutes to do this, but it's time well spent. Y'all come.